In recent months, thousands of federal workers in the US have lost their jobs. For many, this wasn't just a financial or career setback. It felt like losing a part of themselves. The goal was to cut 12.5% of the 2 million federal workers in the US. Now, according to the New York Times, 130,000 people have already been laid off or accepted early exit offers. And another 145,000 job cuts are planned very soon. So today, I want us to focus on the possibilities, not what you have lost. We're here to talk about the new doors you can open. This is the first video in a 5-part series created to help you regain control, create new opportunities, and re-enter the job market with clarity, confidence, and a strong strategy. Yes. There is life after a layoff, and it might just even be much better. Let's be real. This process is challenging, and the first step you need to take is a decision. Are you really ready to go all in? Or are you still stuck waiting for someone to come and save you? Finding a job is not just about sending resumes willy-nilly left and right. It's about a mindset and a strategy. So right now, grab a notebook and write down your answers to these 3 questions. What will you do? What are you willing to do to get a job? How will you do it? What will be your strategy? And 3, what do you need to make it happen? Now, in order to make it happen, there are 3 commitments you need to make today. And I call them the 3 F's. It's something that I do on a daily basis. The first commitment is faith. You need to believe. You need to believe that you will make it. The second commitment is flexibility. It's the openness to change and be ready to face whatever comes your way. 3 is focus. It's a level of persistence even on the days you don't feel like it. So, are you ready to do it? This step is key. You need to eliminate as many barriers as possible for recruiters to reach you. If they can't find you quickly, you're missing out on maybe important opportunities. So let's do this right from the beginning. The first thing you need to do is you need to set up a professional email. So listen, no more cool guy 99 or party animal 89 or cutie pie for you. None of those work, okay? Use instead your full name, like johnsmith@gmail.com. If it's not available, one of the things you can do is you can add a number towards the end. Don't add too many. It just makes it harder and doesn't necessarily look professional. Number 2, have a separate phone number. If you are in the US, Canada, or Europe, get a free virtual number using Google Voice. It protects your privacy and keeps you reachable at all times. Even, as long as you have internet, they can contact you. 3, with your Gmail account, set up your Google tools. They're all free. 1, Google Drive. Store your resume and important files so you can find them, use them, forward them, include them in emails as whenever and as fast as you need. 2, Google Docs. Same as Word, but again, it's free. All your cover letters, all these documents you may have to type, you can use Google Docs and save them in your Google Drive. 3, Google Sheets, the same as Excel, but it will help you track your job applications. Last is Google Forms. You can collect information as you need it and as you're going through this process. Right now, pause this video and go and create your email and phone number. You'll thank yourself later. Before updating your resume, let's do something crucial, something vital that will really help you push yourself to the next level. And it's a self-assessment. Just because you studied something in college or you did a master's, it doesn't mean that that is all that you can do. you have way more skills than you think. And what is important is, while you're waiting for that ideal job, there are other things you can do in order to bring income into your household, okay? So let's identify your strengths and key skills. Your interests and ideal job types. What skills are you missing and how you can improve them? So here are some free tools to help you find that direction you have been looking for. My next move for OneNet: find jobs based on your interest. 2, 16 personalities. Learn how your personality impacts the work that you do. 3, 30 career tests. Match your personality to the jobs that are out there looking for people. 4, skills matcher from Career One Stop. Discover those hidden talents that maybe they are not as clear to you. Number 5 is called High Five Test. Find your natural strengths. Your task now is to take at least one of these tests and write down what you learn. I know. These things will help you. They're going to be really powerful as you are rebuilding your resume. This step is all about know yourself to find the right job fit. If you are not sure what you are good at or what your path to take, don't worry. These free tools are here to help you discover your purpose and path. Now, the first few, I've already mentioned them, but I'm going to go briefly over them, okay? So my next move: 16 personalities, 30 career profiler, and High Five Test. These new ones are additional, the next 3. So 1, skills matcher, map career test, and Clifton Strengths by Gallup. It's a free version. So your task now is to pick 1 or 2. Take the test, write down your results, because this will help you define what you want and where to go next. Let's talk about a real game changer in this artificial intelligence. Everybody keeps talking about it. But did you know it can help you land a real job? Here are some tools that you can use today, now, in order to help you go to the next level. So 1 is the infamous ChatGPT. It can help you improve your resume and your cover letters. Number 2, Grammarly. Grammarly can help you check your emails, not only for mistakes, but maybe for information that might be missing. 3, Canva with AI. It will help you design a standout resume that when people start getting it and there's a stack of paper, they may pull yours first. Next is JobScan. JobScan makes sure your resume passed the filters that recruiters are using now. Most of these tools are free and have paid options. So you decide how deep and how far you want to go. Now, here's one quick tip. In order for artificial intelligence to work for you, you need to ask clear questions. So to get the best help, don't ask, how do I make a resume? Okay, now, what you really need to ask is, can you improve my resume for a marketing role? And by the way, there's a lot more wording that you can add to this. I will post a site where there's a great training, for example, on how to ask questions to AI and primarily to ChatGPT. So your task now is to play with these tools. Start learning how to make them work for you, and you will see how we'll improve your job hunt.